Hi guys, Chub Shuffle FM here, and it is time to play Football Manager 23 Beta. We're going to be West Ham. We're going to try and win the Conference League and finish in the Champions League. There's been plenty of ins, plenty of outs, just like the missus likes it. No one needs to know that. Anyway, let's go see the transfers. First player I got rid of, Mikel Antonio. 32 years old, he's becoming a bit of an old boy, so I decided to move him on. He went to Brighton for 10 million quid. We thank you for your service, but see you later, boy. Followed up by Aaron Cresswell. Sold him to Leicester City. Again, another 32-year-old player. Got £11 million for him. I think that's pretty good going for a guy that's probably only got 1 or 2 years left in him. We bid you adieu. Connor Coventry, fairly average young player. Sold him for £500,000. Adios. Lanzini, who was apparently worth about 20 million. Yeah. He was on massive wages. I wasn't going to play him. So yeah, we just let go of him for 2.4 million. Probably not that much, but oh well, he's off the books. Couple of young players gone, and last man out the door, Angelo Bonner. Again, another old player. Goodbye, my friend. Now to the exciting bit. And you can see here on the left we have got plenty. My first one is here. So even though we had quite a few goalkeepers, they're not much cop. They're quite old, so we've loaned in ex-Dortmund keeper Rowan Berkey. So the next guy in, another loan. This is just for a backup for Scamacca. So we got rid of Antonio, so we've loaned in Fernino. Again, another squad player coming in. Guys on the transfer list. We bought him for £2 million from Inter. Cagliardini. Solid backup for Declan Rice. Next on the list, I've always wanted to buy this guy in previous games, which his stats haven't been good enough, but he's got a little bit of a bump this year. And seeing this as the beta, and we can have a bit of fun, I just thought I'll get him in. So yeah, we've got Ben Brereton Diaz, the English Chilean. £12 million from Blackburn. I'm just interested to see how he actually does on the game. Right, a couple of the youngsters we brought in now, so we bought Gabri Veiga from Celta Vigo, had a £3 million release clause, 20 years old, decent backup for the first team already, and in a couple of years, probably be a solid starter. Same sort of scenario with Bradley Barcola from Lyon, bought him for 3.3 million, I think. And last signing so far, Ridley Baku, £15 million from Wolfsburg. So we've got a couple. I'll go through the first one with you. It's basically a 4-3-3. So custom gegenpress. So you see we've got sweeper keeper on attack, 2 ball playing defenders, 2 inverted wing backs. Fit theory behind this is where I've got the 2 centre mids on attack that are going to bomb up here. They're going to leave Declan Rice maybe a bit exposed. So these 2 guys, positionally, if they're inverted wing backs, they're just going to hover around here. So we kind of have a block of 5 defending and a block of 5 attacking. That's the plan. That's what I want to sort of experiment with, see how that works. So we're going to play positive. Not one for setting too many instructions, because I think if you overdo it, it kind of confuses things a bit. You don't really get good results, but we can always expound on it as we sort of play the game and learn it a bit more. But play out defence, slightly shorter passing, higher tempo. They can leave that to themselves. They've all got pretty good decision making, so they should be alright. In transition, we're going to counter press. We're going to counter distribution type again, because we're playing out from the back. We just want our goalkeeper to give it to the centre backs or the full backs. At possession, we're going to play a high defensive line, a high press. We're going to trigger more often. We're not going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution, because we want their goalkeeper to pass it short so our attacking players can go and press and win the ball higher up the field. Again, all this stuff I'm going to leave until I see the match engine a bit more. We're going to be playing inverted wing backs. We're probably going to have a lot more players in the middle of the pitch, so at some point I may want to put trap inside on, because I don't want to be overloaded down the wings, but yeah, we're going to see how that goes. Second tactic I've created, because I don't want players getting tired from the gegenpress, I've created a cautious counter-attack with a low block, so I want to see how this actually works as well. And I just want to give players a bit of a rest, a bit of a breather, see if we can let the opposition come onto us and then hit them on the counter and maybe get a 3rd or 4th goal to increase our win even more. Again, only differences from that and the previous tactic really, positionally wise, that there's more people on support. Declan Rice is playing as a half-back, so he would drop in to make this sort of a back three. These two inverted wing-backs on support maybe hover just a little bit above around here, so it'd be kind of like we're playing a 5/3 at the back. Only one centre mid on attack, one on support. As a Cavaliero, shuttling up and down side to side. Inverted wingers instead of inside forwards on support, and then Scamacca's still up there on his own. So that'd be cautious. A lot of this is pretty the same, other than we'd be passing short, a lot shorter. Still same tempo. Play out defence. I'm actually going to whack time wasting up to her frequently. We'll get these guys to run a defence. In transition. Still going to counter press, still going to counter. Going to distribute quickly. Right, so that's the tactic gone through. It's now time for the first game of the season. We're away to Crystal Palace. Right, let's see how we do. So we're going to point our finger assertively. We're going to show these boys we're in control, not them. And I'm going to ask them to, go out there and impress me, lads. So we've got the Palace team pretty much playing the same formation, so I guess we'll see how this goes. There's our team there that we've seen before. So you can see the full-backs are already in a more central position than they usually would be. And we've lost the ball already. Good start, guys, good start. Let's see how we do. We'll go for the Chubb Shaving special, get about 10 minutes in, and we're going to chuck it in and encourage. Great highlight-filled game so far. We've had the kick-off as a highlight, and that is about it. Oh, here we go, we're throwing the peak of excitement. Tyreek Ritual to Eze. Crosses it in, Mateta. It's the post, and then... Oh, is that a penalty? What? What's happened here? The chaos. We've got VAR. That's the first highlight. What is going on? Are they going to get a penalty? The referee's looking at the incident. We know this usually means penalties are given in real world football. He's pointed to the spot. What an absolute pagan. Is it really going to be that my first highlight is going to be a goal to the opposition? This is a really good way to start the series. It's got Roman Berkey against Milivojevic, who never misses pens. He sends him the wrong way. Sent him to the shops, and that's it. 1-0 Palace. Yeah. What an absolute start. Right, we're going to encourage the boys. Oh, someone's gone for dinner. We've got a free kick. Emerson gives it to Rice. Swings it over to nobody. Oh, great play, Declan Rice. But Cornet wins it back. Cuts inside, and he did indeed lack the finish, as the text said there. Johnston. So Richards. Palace with the goal kick. Can we win the ball high up the pitch? I mean, that's what I've asked them to do. I specifically requested it. Long ball for Palace. Kera wins it. Rice, Brereton Diaz plays it to, again, nobody. What is going on with my guys passing? Zooming out. Cornet. Trying to work our way back into this game. Emerson doing what we want, getting midfield. Brereton Diaz. Scamacca. Oh, that is lovely football. And offside. Brilliant. Is he gonna count? VAR again. Goal awarded. It was indeed a lovely goal. What a great bit of commentary that was. It was indeed a lovely goal, yeah. See if we get play to Diaz. Diaz to Scamacca. Lovely slide ball finish off the post in. West Ham are on their way back, boys. Oh no, I'm not going to get rid. It's all going on in this match. 2 VAR decisions, and now I've got a red card. And Emerson gave him a little clap there as if to say, what are you doing? Right, let's just throw everything out the window. Cornet can actually play there. So we'll bring him on. We'll just switch him to inverted wing back on the left. No, I think I'm going to keep it like this. Just see how it goes and maybe make a change up. If we start to get overrun. So Paqueta now, challenged by Anderson. Recovers the ball, challenged again. Edouard plays it to Mateta. Looks to be up there on his own. Produces a cross to Zaha. Knocks it back to Milivojevic. Yeah. Apart from penalties, he's never scoring. So let's look at this at half time. We've had 9 shots to their 6. They've had a better XG though. We've had more on target. Possession, we're just edging it. Our passing's been decent. Right, I want to point my finger assertively. Say, come on lads, we're a man down, but we can still get the result here. Come on. Motivational. Up against it. Cornet crosses in. Anderson heads clear to Paqueta. Can he get the ball back into the box, or what's he doing with it? What a run! And then cleared by Ward. He looked like he's going to unleash a right foot shot for a minute, but he didn't want to know. Oh, we've got some momentum stuff. Let's pause this. What are you? This isn't get the opposition in control of the match. They are passing well and getting their shots on target. I mean, that's the kind of negativity I don't want to hear. Are you going to do something with it? Or are you just going to... You've got 11 men. Stop wasting time. Azuma wins it. Zaha. Oh, well read by Kera. But then an absolutely poor clearance. Edouard down to Mitchell. Crossed into Mateta. Good old Roman Berkey. Switches play to Zaha. Cornet. Eze gives it to Edouard. And the Swiss Roman Berkey looks like a piece of Swiss cheese with loads of holes in it. And somehow that goal's been given. I need to see this again. Edouard with a really tame shot, and he just seemed to try and stick his leg out, and that's it. I mean, he literally could have put his hand down and saved that, but okay. Classic new goalkeeper animation seems to be going really well. Oh, to Zaha. Mateta, Skamaka, all the way back down here, wasn't it? Edouard, Mateta. The one thing they did say is there's going to be a lot more chaos, a lot more bouncing balls, and yeah, I can already tell that in the match engine that it does look a lot more like real football than previous occasions. We need to make changes. We're actually not doing too bad in this game tonight, being a man down. So I'm going to put come on for Benrahma. I'm going to bring on for now for Souček. I'm going to give him a bit of encouragement. I'm going to switch to attacking. There's over the corner. Mateta. What is going on? It's like a bloody pinball machine. So get it out. Richards now with a long ball over the top. Zuma wins it. Kera. Rice. Benrahma. What is that? Honestly, there's a lot more to do than I thought. Back to Berkey. Oh my god. I don't think Roman Berkey's going to play again. Coming on loan. And yeah. He's had an absolute stinker today. I mean, what is he doing here? That's it. Absolute shambles. Areola. Come on. That's it. I'm not having it. Skamaka, we're going to need him. Last 5 minutes to try and get something out of the game. It's not going to happen. And it looks like we're going to get well and truly humbled by Crystal Palace here. Eze, Mateta. Do not like what I've seen from this team. Give me something to shout about. Can we get a goal playing out from the back? Richards, Mitchell, just standing on the ball because he wants to. Edouard comes out wide, plays it into Mateta. Have we given away another penalty? And is he going to get sent off as well? He's already been carded. This could be the best start to an FM Let's Play that's ever happened in the history of man. Penalty awarded. It's Milivojevic now against Areola. Can he fare any better? What a save, Areola. Right, that's it. You're starting keeper now for the rest of the season. That's it. Done. I wonder if it's too late to terminate Roman Berkey's loan. I hope not. Just get him out of my club. Mitchell. Richards. Anderson with a big long ball. Edouard picks it up. Crosses in. Dealt with by Correa. Eze, Milivojevic. Mitchell down the wing. Can he get a cross in? Milivojevic. What? What? this be a third penalty given away in the game? Yep. Brilliant. Who's stepping up this time? Is that Edouard? Edouard against Areola. Makes it 4-1. What an absolutely chaotic game. 3 penalties. Goals given by VAR. Red cards all over the shop. I don't need to see that anymore. That's... What an introduction to FM23. I'm going to point my finger. I'm just going to say they're unlucky. Even though they're absolutely toilet. We don't want to destroy their morale. We've also picked up a £25 fine, so what a start. We've got Tottenham in 6 days' time. Back for that in a moment. So yeah, just before the Tottenham game, we just signed another wing back, so we're a bit light in that position. Just brought in High-Side. So here's the team for the game against Tottenham. Bring Areola in goal for Berkey. New signing High-Side comes in at left back because Emerson's suspended. Alright, let's get to the game. See how Tottenham are going to line up shape-wise. Very defensive. Okay then. This could be interesting. I think they're going to try and hit us on the counter-attack. So we have our first highlight, the 14th minute. Skamaka's lining up a free kick. Ben's one. Oh! That's a goal? Okay. I'll have to see that again. Did it cross the line? Was it like a goal line technology system one? Or was it just weirdly bounced out the goal? Oh, I think that's the first time I've ever seen one given by Goal Line Tech on this, well, any version of FM ever. They actually brought it in this year. Oh, that's amazing. That was a really good angle for me to see if that went over the line as well. Top work. So we seem to be in pretty good control of this game. 7 shots to their 2. Son whips in a free kick. Kane at the back post, and we deal with it. Souček seems to have picked up a knock and a booking. I seem to have a lot of bookings I've not got to get stuck in on or anything. This is... Maybe it's because I've got high pressing, or maybe they're committing more fouls because they're pressing people more. So let's bring on 4 nows for Souček. Maybe it's a weird beta thing where we're getting more yellow cards than you probably should be. Who knows? It'd be interesting to see. And last kick of the half, Cornet with a corner. Dyer clears. Brereton Diaz collects. Runs with it, crosses it back in. Paqueta knocks it back. Skamaka. Lloris saves in a rather weird way, I must say. Old goal line's getting involved again, but no goal this time. Let's look at these stats. 11 shots, 5 on target. XG is better. Yeah, we seem to be outplaying Tottenham at this point. They've had more possession, but you'd expect that because they've pretty much got 9 men behind the ball. Pretty happy with that after last week's debacle. Yeah, we're going to say great stuff so far. This isn't the Evo rivalry to contest, but we're going to, yeah, that one. But let's see how we go on in the second half. It's going to be interesting to see if Tottenham open up a bit more. 60-minute mark and yet no more highlights. This could be a... oh, we've got one. The excitement of a throw-in. Brereton Diaz knocks it back to Kera. Knocks it to Zuma. Do I have a player that isn't actually on a yellow card? Look. Oh, there we go. A boy that's not on a yellow. Fantastic. Rice. High-Side knocks it over. Brereton Diaz through on goal. What a finish. Is it going to count? His arms raised. Come on, make it 2-0 to the West Ham boys. There we go. This is the start to the season we needed. Spurs being Spursy as per usual. Great ball over the top. Brereton Diaz with a lovely finish. 2-0. 70-minute mark. Let's make some more changes. 5 players on yellow cards. Alright. I think Rice needs a bit of a rest. We'll bring on Gagliardini. Bring off Paqueta for Vega. Let's give Bowen some minutes. And let's just keep that other sub up our sleeve just in case we need it. It's 80th minute now. I'm going to try that second tactic. Just to see if it helps us control the game for the last few moments. And see what's going on with it. I'll bring Ben Rama on for Brereton Diaz. And that'll be our last change, right? To see how us inviting the opposition on and soaking up pressure works in 10 minutes. So far, no highlights is what we like to see. We're just now controlling the game. See out 4 more minutes. Okay, next match, if we're winning, I might try that at the 70-minute mark, see if it has the same sort of effect. But as you can see there, total domination of this Tottenham team. in every department, other than possession, but they didn't really do anything with it. Everyone put in a good performance. Probably going to get fined again because the amount of yellow cards. I don't think I've got to get stuck on, so I don't understand why I'm picking up so many. Conte disappointed, a humbling defeat. That's right, be humbled, my friend. I got humbled last week. Second fine, 50,000 this time. 2 games, 2 fines. So we're going to be the dirty boys of the league, are we? That's what I like to see. Have a quick look at the league table, see the movers and shakers earlier on in the season. So we've got Brighton up top. Yeah, our next game's against Anderlecht in the Conference League, which I want to win this year. And yet to qualify to get into it, we've probably got one of the harder teams we could have got. So, knowing the way this is going so far, we'll probably get knocked out and I won't even be able to play in the actual tournament. So I'm going to play a bit off camera now. We'll probably come back for this sort of Man United, Leicester, somewhere around here. And hopefully we win these 2 and qualify. Cheers for watching, guys. Always remember, like, subscribe, do all the business. What a rather interesting and fun first episode, right? See you later. Peace.